everybody, it's Laura with Laughing Dogs Book Nooks. I just wanted to make a quick shop share video of a couple of people that I have shopped from forever and don't do enough shop shares on them. And they're wonderful stores. And the first one is Selena at Amour Fabrics. I have gotten these wonderful bundles from her. They all came at the same time, so I thought we would just go through them really quickly. And the first one is this fabulous paper pack. Let's see if I can get this in frame for you. And this is so exciting. It's really neat. I put it into this plastic casing. It came in its own plastic casing, and I just ripped into it before I thought that I ought to have it open for you all. But you get these great clown tickets. Isn't that fun? Love that. And wonderful gift bags. You get an extra bag. Each pack gets an extra bag. I believe if you bought them quickly, you got an extra bag, and this was mine. I just love it. And I believe you might get 2 of each bag. So here are the delicious pickles, if I can get my fingers out of the way. The delicious pickles, and we'll put them right there. And here, oh, and she gave me a guest check. Thanks, sweetie. Oh, it's her thank you, Selena. Isn't that sweet? I love that she uses, well, let's get that into camera frame there. I love that she uses those for thank you notes. That's the best idea. And here, these are a little bit thinner, and you have 2 of these, and they're wonderful as well. We're going to put them right here. Let's see if I can get them in frame. There. Okay, so everybody's in frame now, and you get a couple of cookies. That's neat. These are precious. These are fresh roasted peanuts, and they have the squirrel on them. Love that. Love that. And then the wonderful, I remember this bag with the elephant, who of course also loves peanuts. And Snappy, I don't think I've ever seen this. Snappy popcorn. And we'll just stick him right here. And then you get the wonderful, and these are vintage, you get the wonderful fresh popcorn of my era. We used to get these full of popcorn. And then this is just amazing with the clown face. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Isn't that something? So you get all of this in her pack. It's really reasonable too. So that is an amazing, amazing buy. And I love that. I had to come on and talk about it. And as you know, I'm working on, those of you who follow me know that I'm working on some journals that are collaged. They have collaged covers in chenille. And I was working on those when I thought about the second person that I want to talk about today. So, because I use her products in my journal so much. Look at this beautiful, beautiful piece. Selena gave us these on top of each pack of her fabrics from India. And I'm not going to go through this whole box. They're just fabulous. I'm just going to quickly jump from one to another. And I said I wasn't going to go through the whole thing, but here I go. They're just amazing. All different sizes and shapes, and they have gold thread, or they have a wonderful, oh, look at that. Oh, they are really something. And these beautiful, beautiful appliques, and the metal this is a really great buy. I'm glad I got it. Wonderful. Yes. They're just in here. This one has the sequins. Can you, yep, you can see them sparkle. And it has sequins. And this is like a brocade, and every fiber in it is a metallic. It's just gorgeous. Oh, the beaded with pearls that are that color of green. That's going to be so fun to put on a journal cover. I can't wait. All of this is just amazing. And, oop, and looky there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Each one just stands alone in its own right. And here we have this beautiful, let's see if I can get this correctly in the camera there. And some wonderful fabrics. Just feel so good. And they have all these colors of the rainbow in them. Here's that color again of the piece that had the pearls on it. Ah, look at that. These pieces are just so fun to layer and collage with. Put them on tags. I mean, the uses for them are endless. They're really amazing. And this has little mirrors in it. I don't know if they're going to show up on there. Oh, another sequined and beaded piece. Let's see if we can get more into the sunlight of it all there. I just keep going the wrong way. I'm sorry. It's backwards for me and I haven't gotten used to that yet. And then, woo, look at that. That's going in my 70s journal. That's all there is to it. Done. They're beautiful. I just keep saying that word, but it's so true. And here this has sequins on each of the flowers all the way through this piece. It's just amazing. And some more cantha, and I love this cantha because it's two-sided. And you just, oh, look at the colors. You just can't lose. Oh, and it's got the elephants on the other side. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So this is Selena at Amour Fabrics, and I also got her Scrappy, and she has done this so well that I can't really get into it. So I'm just going to pull it open and have to get another bag for it. Okay. And these I dearly love because you bet I put these on, let's pull one out. I put these on tags. I run them down the side of pages. They're just fabulous for all kinds of stuff. And oh my goodness, these are supposed to be scrappy scraps, and then they have some bigger pieces in them. Oh my goodness. They're just fabulous. They're just fabulous. Look at that. So, go and see her shop. She has the most wonderful pieces. And she puts one of these, some kind of dangle on the top of each packet, inside the top of each box. I can't even talk this morning. So this is just an amazing amount of fabric that you can do so many projects with. It's just fabulous. So that's Selena at Amour Fabrics, and she always, always, always has wonderful customer service, quick shipping, and everything arrives beautifully packaged. I don't want you to fly away on the heat coming out. Everything's fluttering now. And so then my other shop that I want to talk about is Renee at, let me double check this because I want to be sure that I get the whole thing in here. GTDesigns and Vintage Art Supplies. And I am here to talk about specifically two things: her coffee dyed paper and her avocado dyed paper, because there was a time that I absolutely had the best time coffee dyeing. I still love coffee dyeing, but there's a whole 2/3 of the year that it's really hard for me to coffee dye because it's so hot already. And I was finding that it was taking so much time too. So I just splurged and got one of her packs, and oh my goodness, amazing, amazing. So her, her avocado dyed paper package, and I've already gotten into this, people. I have already, I mean, the minute they come, I go nuts. And the thing that I love about Renee, not only does she have number one super customer service and is one of the sweetest people you will ever meet in your life. She uses this paper. Friends, do you have a clue how many pages I can get out of this? No one that I know of uses this size paper. And I apologize if there are some people out there that use this size paper. I don't know about you. I am sorry. But of the people that I know about, in the 2 years that I have been actively buying journal supplies, Renee uses this size, and I have not found anyone else that does. It is fabulous. It is fabulous. I can get 2 full of my largest size journals I make, 2 full pages out of this, 1 page. And the colorations are spectacular. Look at that. It's just spectacular. I tried one time, emphasis on tried, to do avocado paper, and swore to myself that I would just save my pennies and buy it. And I want to tell you too that once upon the time there was a bit of a thing about, well, some people's paper is too expensive. Well, this is not, because again, this is huge paper here, friends, huge. You can get so much out of this. And I have gifted people a page, and they're like, oh, I did 3 traveler's notebooks with that. And look at that. And it's just gorgeous, just gorgeous. And you get this size of paper. Let me read this here. You get 10 sheets of 8.5 by 14, which is this size. Excuse me, there's some pieces inside. This is the 8.5 by 14. Okay? Not even 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14. So you automatically, even if you're making a big size journal, you automatically have this wonderful piece on the edge for a back of a tag, for making a pocket. Anything, any kind of embellishment. I used a section of this for my journal that I told you about that I'm making, the chenille covered journals. And then I'm making these little mini traveler notebooks also, and I'm using the edges of that page to go inside these mini, okay, Lauren, get it back, it's backwards, so remember that. So these mini traveler notebooks, I'm going to use the avocado dyed paper to go inside. And those little edges, okay, I'm sorry, those little edges are perfect. Those cut off edges are perfect to go inside these. And I just thought this was a perfect size to go into your purse. So, so you get, in her avocado dyed paper, you get 10 sheets of 8.5 by 14, which is a 20-pound weight, which is a really nice weight, because those of you who coffee tea, avocado dye, Easter egg dye, all that, you know that once your paper dries, it's a little heavier than it was before. It's a little more substantial. Look at the inside of this. Oh my goodness. So this is the 8.5 by 14, 20 pound. And you get 10 sheets of that, and you get 10 sheets of 11 by 17, which is this big girl right here, 11 by 17. And you get 10 sheets of that, and then you get, which is akin to 20 sheets of somebody else's paper, because it's double the size. And then you get 6, these are precious, I just love these, 6, why don't I hold them right side up? You get 6 index cards. and they are wonderful. And I've got them all upside down, right side up, here and there. First one and then another. They're just fabulous. Oh, look, she sent me this. I love these. Isn't that neat? So on top of the 6, I got this as a little thank you, which is so fabulous. Thank you, thank you. Love those. Love, love, love them. And so this is the avocado die. Now, let us get my little boys out of the way. And Selena. And then we're going to put you, Renee, right there. If you don't fall off, don't fall off. And y'all, I apologize if you can see my wonderful chenille in the background. Chenille packs are going to come out today. Woo! Or I'll go down for the 3rd time. Cutting, 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 cutting. She always sends these wrapped like this. Isn't that wonderful? Really nice. Really nice. So this is the coffee dyed paper grouping. And let me just run over to that bad boy and tell you what she's got in that. This is 11 by 17 paper, the big boy. And you get 50 pieces, people. You get 50 pieces. So that is 100 pieces of regular paper. I can't tell you how many times this paper has saved my bacon, because look at that. Look at that. Because I have been pulling my hair out, trying to get something done, trying to feel inspired, and I pull out one of her packs of paper and I'm just like, oh, let's do this. Let's do a fold flip. Let's do a tuck. Let's do a fold over. And it just gives you that extra paper that you can get into, especially a bigger journal, and go, oh, I can fold it, or I can fold it. You don't have to have every piece cut just to the exact size of the page. And in the journals where I have to do some sewing together of paper to make the pages big enough, this is wonderful. It slides right in there. It's just the right size. And anything that's left over, I use everywhere else. For clusters, for collaging, for pockets, tags, bookmarks, all kinds of stuff. So y'all, this is fabulous. You need to go over there. This is also an Etsy bestseller. Of course it is, because look at that. Look at that. So going over to GTDesigns. This is Renee, and let me give you, I will have it in the description, but her Etsy shop is GTDesigns and Vintage Art Supplies. And she has been on Etsy since 2011. And it shows. She has fabulous customer service, and just like I said, the nicest person. So head on over there and you will not be sorry. Have a great morning. I'm back to the cutting board in the other room. Even though I do cut in here, as you can see the floor, I cut things that are smaller in here. When I have the big boys, which that's how they come in the door, folks. They come in the door as big boys. And I have to vacuum and clean my landing and my staircase and lay them out. And I lay them out on the landing, on the wood floor, and I make them a little smaller so that I can get them on a table somewhere in my house. And I have, in all, I have 4 places in my house that I cut chenille. And this week I have been doing nothing but cutting chenille. And my husband, thank you, Stephen, deserves a medal because he just walks over it, doesn't say anything about it. He doesn't walk over the chenille pieces. He walks over the mess in the floor that you can see right down there. And he doesn't say anything. Usually he walks over it and I'm still cutting when he gets home. So all that is going to come out today in my shop, Friday the 15th. Thank you for technology. Friday the 15th. My anniversary is coming up. It's the 19th. So anyway, little fun fact. So anyway, y'all run on over to Selena at Amour Fabrics and Renee at GTDesigns and Vintage Art Supplies. You will be so glad you did. They have fabulous shops. We're going to say goodbye for now from the Nook, and as soon as some of my elves arrive this morning, because it's still super early this morning, as soon as my elves arrive, then we will probably be doing another video today, Carrie and I. And as I said, we're going to be photographing and listing and putting chenille in the shop. So stay tuned. We'll be showing you the packs later today. Y'all have a great morning. From everybody here at the Nook, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.